I'm pegged at Bozzy. No, not. I'm pegged at Porlock, peg 5. So we get down on the beach and we're setting stuff up. Right, so I'm all set up. We've got 7 minutes to the match starts. 7 minutes to the match starts. I'm going to go out with a 2-hook clip down dongle rig to start with anchovy and squid on the top hook. That's a size, I think that's a size 1/0 full circle, and then I got a size 3/0 on the bottom one, and that has got a whole squid and mackerel on that one. That's going to go out for my first one. I've got a pulley rig baited up on my rod stand, but I will be baiting up some other, actually I might bait up a flapper next with size, I think I've got size 2 circles on that, and then yeah, I'll just put some small baits on that just for one ready for scratching if need to. I've got young Chris Stokes next to me on my left, and Steve Liddell's up there a bit. I've got Dave a couple down, which hopefully if we see some fish I'll run around between them all and try and get some fish on the video. Alright, we'll bring you back in a bit. Right, so we have got a bite. It's only well, it is 10 minutes into the comp, so I've just set up another few rigs, so I've got a bite on here. So what I'm going to do in a minute is I will probably turn you off because I've got to go down to the water's edge. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll turn you off, I'll go down to the water's edge and I'll bring you back in a minute. So I actually just missed that one. I think it was a rockling. It just come off on the right on the edge there. But so what I've done now is I've just chucked out a flapper rig, 2-hook flapper, not very far. Small baits, obviously small hooks, size 2s. I think they are size 2 circles. So it looks like Chris is stuck in by the side of me. But I'll get these dongle rig baited back up, and I'll get another one ready just in case the doggies are on the feed. Like I said, I think that was a little rockling, just come off right on the edge. I don't know if you can see that, but I got another bite on there. But I am trying to quickly bait up another rig, so let's just try and get that up there. Just got to quickly elastic this on. Definitely on there. I've not got a dongle on that one, so I haven't got to worry too much about him taking the bite. Okay, you see if it goes again. That's it, it's going again. I don't know if you can see that. Well, I've got the other rig ready. So again, because I'm down there a bit, actually I might be able to keep you running. I'll just keep running, get a light up. Get a light on it or not? A little bit. Alright, let's see if I can get this one in. So it's quite a nice sized dogfish. I'll get it in the water there. I'll just get another bait out there and come back to you in a minute. So I've got a slack line now. Probably only a doggy again, but we'll have a look. Tiny little doggy, just a tiny doggy. That give me a slack line, so it shows what the tide is. So I'll get that one, well, I'll get another rig out there now, and then we'll get that one measured. And I'll see you in a minute.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Cheers, bye. Right, just catching up with Jack, what he's had, and now I got a bite on now. So let's have a go get him in then. Well, that's a lot heavier than that had to be. One dog coming in backwards, and a little dog on the bottom. Now it's all tangled up around the clip, so I might cut off, put new one. We'll have a quick look, get him in the water. Yeah, so I was on the phone to Jack. He had had 2 doggies. I think he said they were both around 50 centimetres, so not bad sized ones. I spoke to Craig earlier and he said there hasn't been much caught on Bozzy, so if Jack has had 2, he might be doing alright at the moment. Obviously there's a long time to go yet. So yeah, I'm on 4 at the moment. I think Chris Stokes next to me, he might still only be on 1. I'm not sure, might be 1 or 2. Dave, a couple up for me that way. He's I think he's on about 4 now. So there's a few fish here. Steve, he's pulling in quite a few, one after another. I'm not sure what he just pulled in there. I'm not sure if it was tangled up somebody else's rig, or it was a rock loom tangled up around his trace line. But he's a bit too far away from me to see. So we'll just keep going and see what we can do. I forgot to say, all mine have come on so far. Well, 3 of them on mackerel, 1 of them was on anchovy. And they've all been coming on, well, essentially flapper rigs. I've got clip downs, but I'm not bothering clipping them down because I'm only flicking it out. I'm only probably going about 50 yards, something like that. So yeah, I'm not even bothered clipping them down. So yeah, I've got I've got my pulley on the stand, and I've got my dongle back on the stand, but not using them, just going between the clip down, which is a non-dongle one, which I'm chucking out as a flapper, like I said, and the actual flapper one. So we'll just keep going like that for a minute. Around top of the tide I might chuck a big bait on, hoping for a conger, but if the bites keep coming with the dogfish, I'll keep going with them. So I've just gone off and got another one measured. I'm not going to show you every dogfish that I'm winding in because obviously it get a bit boring, but yeah, I've just come back and I've got a little touch again, so there might be a little doggy on there or a rockling. It's only been out there 5 minutes, so I will leave it for a bit and then we'll wind it in about 5-10 minutes, unless it starts really biting, because I'm fishing to bites rather than time. tend to mainly fish to bites. Some venues I'll fish for time, but mostly I just fish to bites. Right, so I'm going to leave that with a bit of slack in it because there is a doggy on there. I don't think I've got rotten bottom on that one. So let's just see if it'll pull itself out. Right, so I just got that one in. Another doggy. Another doggy. Just walked up towards Chris up there, and it just pulled straight out. Didn't have to pull it out at all, it just come straight out. So I'll go and get this one measured. I've already got another rig back out, so yeah, hopefully we get another couple. So we're on top of the tide now. The tide is actually starting to rip back through. So here at Porlock now, it's ripping it out towards Linton, Lynmouth, that type of way. The ratchet's on, but it's clicking every now and again. Just with the tide, isn't it? I can't see a fish, I haven't seen a bite. But it's not to say something's not just sat on it. Trouble is now that one's out there without a rotten bottom, so I'm thinking of winding it in and putting a rotten bottom out there. This might be where I start to lose some leads. You might not see there, but down there Chris is winding in. Not sure if he's caught it. It looks like he might have something on there. Yeah, he's got something on. As soon as we see him wind that one in. Oh, I thought he got caught up then. There's like a half decent fish on there, but like I say, there is a lot of tide run now. Oh, it's snapped. Snapped, and I can see, I think it's Steve up there with his rod up, so whether they've cut lines. Yeah, I think they might have cut lines. Nightmare for them. Right, I'm going to get mine in, I think, and then cast out with a rotten bottom on. So since the tide's turned, which is an hour now, I've only had one doggy. I've missed a couple of fish. I've had bites, but they're not hooking themselves. And there's a lot of tide run out there, so they should be hooking themselves really. So I've just got to keep plugging away really. Can't go out too far because it is pulling right round. I noticed Chris has got caught up a few times and snapped off where he's going out a lot further. I've just been plonking him about 30-40 yards, and like I say, I'm getting bites, but just there's obviously not enough tide there really to hook them. So I think I'm going to have to sit on my hands next time. Next time I get a bite, sit on my hands and let him bite away till he gets right up to the hook. So. Right, so I'm on 9 dogfish at the moment. I'm going to start pack the shelter up now. We've got about 15 minutes left of the match. So I'll only bring you back if I have a decent fish. If it's just another doggy, I won't worry. But yeah, don't know if I'll be able to put the results on the end of this video or not. But I might actually, no, I'll tell you what I will do is I will put Last week we had our first club match of the year on Bozzy. Now they were completely, obviously, because it was a week ago, so they were completely the opposite tides. So it was a neap tide, a very small tide, easterly winds, and it fished absolutely terrible. So I'll put a bit of that footage on. Well, see if I've still got that footage. If I have, I'll put a bit of that on. I'll tell you how terrible it was. Jack came second in his zone with 2 congers. Both congers weighed, both combined was 14.5 ounces. So yeah, that's how bad it was. So yeah, if I still got the footage, I'll put that on the end of this, and then that just proves what, you know, different tides and different wind direction actually does make. So we arrived a little bit late. We're at the first club match of the year at Bozzy. So everybody's down there. I'm walking down the lane. Jack and Craig are in the higher numbers. They've gone the other way. But yeah, I'm gonna head down the lane now. So it's probably 15-minute walk to my peg. I'm peg 4. I think Jack was 20 and Craig 25, or the other way around. But yeah, that's their numbers. So I'll come back to you on the beach when I'm all set up. So that's not quite so bad as I thought, because I was number 4. I thought I was going to be down here somewhere, so it looks like I'm up towards the breach, which I'm happy about. I don't mind fishing around that area, just see if it brings any results. So yeah, just walk along, find my peg, and then we're set up. So the first cast has just gone out. I brought my stuff down the bottom of the beach, and I'm just going to bait up another rig. I think it's going to be very slow, but we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully we can get a fish out by the end of the day. If I had more than one fish, I'd be well happy, but we'll just stick for one fish at the moment. Right, so I'm still on my second cast, but as you can see, I've come to the top of the beach now. Saves me walking. Well, I've still got to walk up and down, but my back's killing on those rocks. Got a bit of a pool actually. I think I might have something on there. Bit like a doggy pool. It's about time I changed anyway. It's been out there for about half an hour now, so I'll probably just wind into this one, and if not, get another rig out. So not a lot I could do about that. It was all caught in. I've got the rig back. It was only the weight went, so that was good. The rotten bottom worked out, should. I was actually tangled a bit with Donna. I think I was underneath hers, because mine had gone around when she cast out after. So the trouble is, when we're pegged quite close together, it will happen. So I think Donna's snapped off as well. So we're both get baits out there. I've just got to change the rig. Like I said, I brought mine back in. There was a lot of weed on there, so I think it was caught in the weed. But yeah, we'll get back out there. Hopefully Donna, I think she's putting another rig back on, so she'll be back out there in a second as well. Right, so I just cast that one out and I've got a bite on it. I'm literally just cutting the bait off. That's how quick it's come. I'm just cutting the bait off my other rig. So I'll just leave it for a minute. I'm trying to look up and cut the bait off at the same time, so I might miss the bite. Yep, there it goes again. I'm going to have to quickly bait this up a second. I might just put a whole squid on. Right, you might not be able to see that now on my rig, but it was definitely a conger, and that's it's tangled it all up round the top clip. So I'm going to cut the top clip off a minute, re-tie it on, and get another bait out there. So yeah, I missed that fish, but that is, well, this is what a conger can do to a Tissot clip down. So that's a wrecked rig. Get that one, all the bait off, chuck that in the bottom of the bag. Shame it's not my fish.
It's not my line. It's back and then it's stuck right there.
So I didn't actually have a fish on, I've caught somebody else's line, but it's still alive, so I'll unhook him and get back down there. Doesn't count for me because it's not on my rig. So apart from that bite I had earlier that I didn't get nothing in, but it mangled my rig, not another touch since. I thought what I had was like a bit of a drop back bite, but when I pulled it in was the snag, the other line in that, so at least we got that out of the way. But yeah, now it is 3:15. Like I say, very quiet. There's the only odd little very small strapping rockling coming in, but I've got bigger baits. I have just gone out now with a Tissot clip down again with slightly smaller hooks and baits, see if that would do anything. But yeah, we've got till 5:30, so it's going to be a long afternoon unless things change. So I've just been away chatting to Lee, come back now and I'll just have a wind in. Hopefully I might have something on there, but we'll see. Well, we've got an hour of the comp left. Wind's just picked right up, so I'm going to get this one back in now. I'm going to put the 2-hook clip down out, and then bait one more pulley rig up, because I expect that'll be it. 2 casts now. I'll do half-hour casts, unless obviously I catch a fish, but I think that's what I'm planning on doing now. I think it's going to be a blank for me, but hopefully it won't be, but it's not looking good. Right, let's see if I can get this one in. The tide, like I say, is just starting to turn to go back out now, so I could get stuck in, but we'll have a look. I didn't see a bite, but that's both hooks again together, so another missed conger bite. But half hour to go now, so this is the last cast out there. I'm going to start breaking up camp now, get the shelter down and everything. Yeah, half an hour, leave this one out for half an hour, and then hopefully I'll bring a fish in. Not so sure though, but hopefully I'll bring a fish in.